Hello, I'm Karl Wiegers, author of Successful Business Analysis Consulting, Strategies and Tips for Going It Alone. This is the 10th in a series of videos sharing some powerful advice from the book. One of the great mysteries about being an independent consultant is knowing what to charge clients for your services and products. In this episode, I will give you some suggestions about how to set your prices. The best advice I ever found on setting prices came from a book by Gerald Weinberg called The Secrets of Consulting. I set my price so I'll be happy whether the client says yes or no to my proposal. I might quote a lower price if the job sounds interesting or if it's in a place where I'd like to go anyway. The price will be higher if I already have enough work lined up or if I'm not that excited about that particular engagement. Ultimately, what you can charge is really a matter of what the market will bear. Try to learn what other companies are charging for similar services. When I launched my consulting career in the late 1990s, I saw that many other consultants were charging $1,500 a day for consulting and $2,500 a day for training, so that's what I charged. I figured that providing useful information to 25 students at a time in a class is more valuable to the client than a one-on-one consultation. Therefore, I believed I was entitled to more compensation for teaching a class. Over the years, those rates went up, but I still charge a lot more for training than for consulting. There's a school of thought that says the higher your price, the greater perception of value. Therefore, you'll get more work if you charge more. I do have some colleagues who said they landed more gigs when they raised their training rate. Of course, if you get too expensive, clients will seek lower-priced options. Having more competition exerts downward price pressure. I saw this in the field of software requirements. I got into the game early with a well-received book and numerous presentations. As more people wrote books about requirements in business analysis and developed their own training materials, I couldn't quote the same fees and still be competitive. So I adjusted my fees just enough to retain the level of work I was interested in doing. I often give a client the option to bundle multiple services or products at a discounted price. If they're bringing me in to teach a class, I might suggest they also hire me to provide some follow-up consulting. I'll offer a hefty discount on the purchase of an e-learning course site license after I present a live class at the client's location so they can extend the training to people who couldn't attend the initial class. Sometimes these offers work, other times they don't. You can set your fees either as fixed price for a defined engagement or as time and materials for something that's more open-ended. Clients often prefer a fixed price because they know exactly what they'll be paying. But projects almost always turn out to be larger than anticipated, so build substantial contingency buffers into every fixed price fee you quote. The vast majority of my work has been based on time and materials. For the handful of fixed price contracts I've done, no matter how carefully I estimate the work and build in thoughtful contingency buffers, the effort still exceeds my plans. This lowers the hourly rate that I'm getting. So I prefer time and materials. Independent consulting is costly because you have to cover all your own expenses and benefits. You'll probably work for only a few weeks or months at an engagement, and short-term engagements carry a higher hourly rate. You have no employment security and must pay your own overhead. Life, disability, and business insurance, retirement funding, computer equipment, maintenance and repairs, office supplies, telephones, everything. Therefore, consider the 2x, 3x rule when you're setting your fees. First, identify the amount you'd be paid as a salaried employee at a corporation doing what you do as a consultant. Double this number to provide you a break-even target as a consultant. Triple it to get enough income so you can reinvest and grow your business. This might seem shocking, but it's a good rule of thumb that works for many consultants who mostly do contract work for clients, not just very short gigs. Check out the other videos in this series for more tips drawn from my book, Successful Business Analysis Consulting. The book contains a lot more information about each of these topics. Even if you're not a business analyst, and even if you're not now an independent consultant or planning to be one, you'll find a lot of useful information here.